Hey guys, it's Leah.
And it's Rhea.
And today we're doing a Q&A, which we haven't done in a very long time. And on Instagram we asked if you guys would rather see a fun Q&A or a serious Q&A, and the majority picked fun. So we're gonna answer a bunch of fun questions.
We put up the video on Leah's Instagram account and our joint Instagram account asking you guys to ask us questions. So if you guys want to follow us on our Instagrams, we'll just link them all here. Definitely follow our joint account, Leah Rhea, because we're going to be posting behind the scenes stuff there all the time. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy Q&As, because that lets us know that we should be doing more of these for you guys. And also click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you guys know whenever we post.
Yes. The first question is, when was the last time you laughed so hard you cried?
I think it was like last week.
We were laughing at each other.
Yeah, we were laughing at each other being funny, and I remember I was tearing. And it was like late at night, you know that when you're just like up late and you're laughing and because something's like so funny.
That happens a lot.
If animals could talk, which would be the rudest and which would be the cutest? I love that.
Oh my gosh.
I think one of the cutest maybe would be like chipmunks, because they're small,
tiny,
and cute. Chipmunks,
you know what?
Chipmunks would be cute.
I feel like kangaroos would be rude.
Yeah, kangaroos would be the rudest. I don't know if that's true.
100% kangaroos.
Yeah, and then I think chipmunks were like the cutest because we have one that hops around our backyard.
Yeah. If you had to change your name, what would your new name be and why?
I've never thought about that.
I have two options. I would change my name to either Lennon, like John Lennon, or Stevie, because like Stevie Nicks.
Oh, Stevie's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know, what would mine be? The only thing I can think of is like Amber.
You like the name?
I don't know. It's just I don't know anybody named. I don't know anybody named Amber.
I feel like if you were to have an unconventional girl's name, I feel like I know your name is Rhea, but I feel like you could pass as like Orion. That's weird, eh? It's in my head.
Or Orion.
Orion. You could pass as an Orion.
Okay, I'll say Orion.
How would you guys describe each other's style?
Ooh.
You're kind of like, you're sporty a lot of the time.
I'm athleisure a lot of the time. Or I'm like jeans and a t-shirt. So I would say athleisure and comfy for me.
Yeah.
I would say you're more, not like grungy, but like more like
I feel like
tees.
Sometimes I'm grungy.
Yeah, sometimes
I'm more boho.
Yeah, yeah. Grungy and boho. Like I'm definitely like athleisure and comfy. Neither of us are really girly.
No, unless we're going to a wedding.
Yeah.
What is your definition of happiness? And this girl says, it's part of my project. I would like to get your opinions. You want to go first?
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is doing something that you're passionate about, because I think if you're passionate about it, whether it's making you money or it's just a hobby or whatever it is, you're genuinely enjoying doing something. I'm thinking of like work-related things.
Yeah. So mine kind of balances off that. I would say anything that kind of makes you forget about time.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like if I'm working on an art project, I could work on it for like hours and hours. Yeah. It feels like it just goes by quickly. What is your favorite holiday? I have to say Christmas.
Oh, really?
Because it's like the whole month of December.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole holiday.
Yeah. I feel like Christmas is definitely a go-to.
You like Halloween.
I love dressing up, and I love the fall, and I love Halloween movies, and I'm not gonna rant, but I just love that. That's my
thrive.
That is my thrive month. Someone said, what is the dumbest way you've been injured? I one day was boxing without my gloves, and I was still learning, and I did an uppercut on the bag stupidly, and to this day my wrist is I strained my wrist and I had to go to physiotherapy, but yeah, I learned from it, but it was stupid, like a stupid mistake. Obviously you don't uppercut a bag.
Biggest like dumbest injury I've had was I fell from a tree fort, but it's because I walked on the railing and then stood out on a branch, and it was like thin and it snapped, and I fell like 10 feet. That was a fun time.
You could commit any crime and not get caught. What would it be?
Oh, I swear we answer that all the time. Shoplifting. As the fire thing is going off.
Based on this question, shoplifting I think makes the most sense. I feel like anything else would be bad. We do not condone
we have never.
So our friend Ethan asks, in 30 years, what will y'all be nostalgic for?
For sure, like nights hanging out with friends and going to events and stuff, like concerts.
I was gonna say concerts.
Nights at concerts. I even now, like from ones we went to like years ago, I look back and I'm like, oh, that was just such a good vibe. Like I love that. Like you remember what that night smelled like and like the vibes, the music,
and
what
who
you
you
wore.
met. And I'm sure we'd also be nostalgic in 30 years, nostalgic from living together.
Oh yeah,
'Cause,
true.
you know, we probably won't be living together in 30 years.
We'll look
so.
back and remember all the like times we filmed here at this house and stuff. Sleep with or without socks? My answer: sleep as I'm falling asleep, fuzzy socks. But as I'm about to go to sleep, I kick them off.
This next question is: if you could be a part of any Disney/Pixar movie, new or old, which one would it be and why?
So I'm assuming you'd be like Disney. A voiceover.
I
for
love
a character.
Disney movies.
Honestly, I love Snow White and all the little dwarfs, so maybe I would be in like Snow White or Robin Hood, like with the foxes.
Oh, we loved Robin Hood.
Those are just like two of our favorites.
Toy Story would be fun.
Toy Story would be fun. There's so many characters. Would be fun. What's something that you do that others think is weird but you think is normal?
Like everything I do, I'd say. I'm not really open about this, but I do have OCD, and so a lot of my like little tendencies are
very particular.
Yeah, I don't know. Get Starbucks, the little gift cards, like organizing those, like I have to, or like
while you're waiting in line,
being in a grocery store, like having to like flip labels and like I don't know, little thing. I'm sure a lot of other people think they're normal. Those are the normal ones. So many of them I thought were normal when I was little, but then growing up I'm like, oh, not everybody does this. If you could go back in time, where would you go back to and why? I love this question, and I'm sure you guys all know I would 100% go to the 80s. I just love the music from the 80s, movies that came out in the 80s, the style. I love, that's probably my favorite decade.
I don't know, I never really think about that question.
Yeah.
I think more so of like going into the future and seeing where things are.
Yeah, you're one of those.
I don't really know. I mean, I would be down to go anywhere in the past, but I don't have a specific place. I've never thought.
What would you name your boat if you had one?
That's a great question. Well, I don't know. The first thing that came to my mind was Princess Peach. Call it Princess Peach, and then like it'll be.
No, that's perfect.
And then Peach and it'll just be like our boat, and like I think because a lot of boats and ships are called like Princess or Prince, whatever.
Something like that, yeah. What is the most embarrassing moment you've ever felt in school? And I have one. So in my first year of university, I had a sound class, and it was a lab, and we were doing podcasts, and every week we would sample some of our podcast, like little clips for the class that we were just working on, and I accidentally uploaded to the Google Drive the wrong audio clip.
Oh no.
Because I normally label them good, bad, like the best or whatever. And so I accidentally uploaded my worst one, and it was one where I burped in the middle of my thing, and I was also frustrated because I was getting my verbiage wrong.
You kept messing
and so
up.
literally in the podcast you hear me burp, and then I go, oh, and I'm like and everyone in the class heard it, and my teacher laughed, and everyone.
That's funny.
I was so embarrassed.
Oh man.
Because I normally I'm hard to embarrass, but that I was like, I brought that upon myself. Like,
and it's like the best one and the worst one.
I know. I was like, I swear I had a good one. I'm sorry.
I'm better than this, I promise. Favorite song at the moment. So I have two. One super recent. It's by One Republic. It's called Start Again. It's on the 13 Reasons Why soundtrack.
Yeah.
That one. And then there's also one called If You're Hearing This. Also, I always post like on my Instagram Spotify songs that I'm currently listening to, so I've linked those two before, so those are my two. So
last night we went to a concert of one of my favorite bands, and their opening act I had never heard, but his name is Paul Cherry, and one of his songs called Your Letter, I believe, it's great. Just love his sound, everything about it. It's awesome. And then I guess my second favorite one right now would be my one friend Kieran introduced me to this band or this artist called Half Noise. I believe it's the drummer from Paramore, and he has this EP and one song on it called My Girl is really good, and I love that. So we've been getting a lot of questions on how on earth did Post Animal end up staying over at our house, and that's the band that we just talked about.
Yeah, and this happened just as we're filming this.
Night.
It just happened last night.
They literally just left a couple hours ago, and we are saving that for our next video.
We're gonna talk about it.
We'll talk about it in our next video, so stay tuned. It's a great story.
If you could tell everyone in the world something, what would you say? My biggest thing, because I'm so empathetic, I would literally just tell everyone, treat other people how you want to be treated. And like literally think about that and take that with you every single day. Like I hate when people are mean to each other, and I just wish you could just tell everyone to be a nice person.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. Mine's probably the same, if not, so similar. I was gonna say something about peace, but people don't want to hear about it, so I would just say that.
Yeah,
If you could describe your life in one color, what would it be and why?
I want to say like a muted, warm, peachy coral color.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I don't want it to be cold, I want it to be nice and warm. And I don't know, when I just look at that color, it just feels like warm and homey, and it just warmth. I just want my whole life to feel warm.
Yeah, same thing with me, but yellow, not peach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
And why? Just because
warm colors are just comforting.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, what's the most popular lie people tell each other? And she says, also love your channel. Thank you.
We both agree that it's
when people say how are you?
I'm
good.
Fine. Or I'm
good.
fine, or I'm good. It's not. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
It's also because you don't want to get into deep conversations when it's just like, you know, you're buying groceries or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so much easier to be like, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. It's the laziest hack you've ever made / tried. I think the first thing that came to my mind is like when you're lying in your bed and you want to shut the light off, you try throwing something at the light switch to shut it off.
I don't think that's a hack. I think that's
a hack.
Being lazy. Denoodle says, how's Peach doing?
Oh, Denoodle, love you. Peach is doing great. She's watching us from the window.
Yeah. So we weren't able to answer all of the questions, obviously, but thank you to everyone that asked questions. We love your support. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We'll probably do another Q&A sometime soon, and we'll do maybe like a serious one.
Leave down in the comments below what kind of like serious topics you guys would want to see us do in a Q&A, and then we'll do that for the next Q&A.
Yeah.
So that's the end of this video. We hope you guys really enjoyed it.
We are consistently trying to post on Sundays, so turn your little bell notification on so you will get a notification when we post on Sundays, so look out for that, and we will see you
in the next video.
Bye.